Tony Khan revealed that he's interested in a current WWE talent. Why that's not going to fall through, I'm going to tell you guys. Also, on top of that, we have some very interesting news in regards to ROH and WWE and AJ Styles going to NXT. So many things happening, guys. My name is Ango. If you guys want more news videos like this, don't forget to click that subscribe button, ring the bell, get notified, because we're bringing you daily content every single day throughout the holidays, throughout the year. It doesn't really matter. 2022 is going to be massive for us. But I do want to kick things off with some Kevin Owens news, because ROH did not apparently ask WWE for any sort of videos. This was actually a really interesting story, and there was a reason why I want to talk about this. There was a lot of talk because Adam Cole, Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, all of these names, they actually made videos, farewell videos for ROH. And what I found to be very interesting was WWE got a lot of criticism because none of their wrestlers did. AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, like Sami Zayn, aka El Generico, a lot of these names did not do any sort of farewell video. Kevin Owens actually revealed the answer is quite simple. Ring of Honor didn't ask any wrestlers from WWE to do that, nor contacted anyone at WWE. Now, he said this on a wrestling podcast. He also said, I knew it was going to be their last show, but I didn't think to send a video so they could play it at the show. I've watched it. I was at a WWE show, and I was watching it on my phone, so it was not something I simply ignored. I've read some people on the internet saying that WWE probably didn't let us do it, but that's incorrect. It's just ROH didn't ask us, and I bet if they had, we could have done something, but that wasn't the case. Now, this is actually really interesting news because, yeah, again, WWE got a lot of fire for not allowing any of their wrestlers to do something. Clearly, ROH didn't ask. And if I'm being completely honest, as a pro wrestling fan, me personally in this situation, I have to defend WWE here and say that maybe everybody should not jump the gun right away, because I actually do agree with Kevin Owens, especially WWE in the past has done business with Ring of Honor, so it's not entirely like foreign, you know what I mean? And again, it's not like Kevin Owens making a farewell video for ROH is going to sell the ROH pay-per-view. So at the end of the day, I thought it was kind of silly. Now, the real question here is, why didn't ROH ask? That's what I want to know. What do you guys think about the future of ROH? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now we got to jump into some juicy stuff. AJ Styles has been confirmed for NXT 2.0, and this is really, really strange. Now, if you guys didn't know, NXT 2.0 has been building the storyline with Grayson Waller, who is a heel. Maybe you're not into WWE. Maybe you come here for AEW stuff. But the idea of AJ Styles coming to NXT 2.0 is very interesting to me because WWE has announced AJ Styles is rolling into NXT 2.0 and Grayson Waller will be waiting. I really genuinely hope this has nothing to do with AJ Styles having to put over Grayson Waller. We haven't seen AJ Styles on NXT, so I can understand the rub that WWE is trying to have here. Ultimately, right now, I am more focused on the split between Omos and AJ Styles. WWE is reportedly having some major plans for Omos and AJ Styles as single wrestlers for 2022. I believe we're going to see a massive feud between AJ Styles as a babyface and Kevin Owens as a heel in 2022 for the WWE Championship. So I really, genuinely hope that WWE has no plans to put AJ Styles on NXT 2.0. He doesn't belong there. I don't want to see him even lose to Grayson Waller. If you're putting him over for one night, maybe some small little moment, totally cool segment, sure. Not a match. I don't want to see it. Also, on top of that, I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think about AJ Styles rolling into NXT 2.0. It's weird because we always wanted to see AJ Styles go into NXT at some point. Maybe it was to have a feud with an up-and-coming star. I just don't think NXT 2.0 would have been the era of NXT in which AJ Styles would have made his debut. So very interesting stuff. I want to hear your guys' opinion on that because to me it is very, very strange, but it's very interesting. Now, earlier we talked about Kevin Owens, but now we have to talk about Tony Khan because Tony Khan did in fact reveal he had some interest in Kevin Owens, and he would have been interested in signing Kevin Owens if Kevin Owens did not re-sign with WWE. In fact, Tony Khan actually confirmed this with CBS Sports. He said, I would have been interested in that. He is a great wrestler. I think he ended up signing for what I believe is probably a lot of money. I think that's good for him. We have a lot of people spotlighted here, and he's great. Any company he goes to, he'll be a great wrestler for them. The thing is, Kevin Owens re-signing with WWE is obviously big news, especially because there was rumors of $2 to $3 million in the contract. But what I found to be very interesting here is a lot of people told me that AEW had zero interest in Kevin Owens. If you go to the comments of my videos, you guys can see it for yourselves. There's a lot of people who don't believe AEW would have been interested, and we had been hearing reports that AEW was interested. So that clearly stands. Kevin Owens did, in fact, turn down any opportunity to go to AEW. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing for AEW. I don't look at this as a bad thing for AEW. And I don't even look at this as a bad thing for WWE. What I look at this as is an opportunity for AEW to get better and more creative with their recruiting process. Because whether or not they put in a formal offer for Kevin Owens, that is unknown at this time. However, if he would have been interested in Kevin Owens, why are you signing select stars and other stars not? Like, I'm sorry, but and as much as I am a fan of Kevin Owens, I can't see why Kevin Owens would be a better signing than Bray Wyatt. You know, at least Bray Wyatt is one of the top merchandise sellers in WWE, even after the fact he's been released. So the fact that AEW has not signed Bray Wyatt or Braun Strowman, but they would have been interested in Kevin Owens, tells me that AEW is interested in signing good wrestlers, but not big names. And obviously, let me clarify, CM Punk and Bryan Danielson are clearly big names, but if you look at some of these other names that they brought in, Bobby Fish and Adam Cole, they're not necessarily big names. They do great stuff right now in AEW, but they weren't on the level of Bray Wyatt. And I'm not talking about skill, I'm talking about name. Like, Bray Wyatt is truly a massive merchandise mover for WWE, so that's why I'm making that point very clear. Let me know what you guys think, because clearly Kevin Owens would have been really cool to see in AEW, but ultimately AEW had no interest in him. So that tells me AEW has a very good strategy here, and that is they want to bring in good wrestlers and they don't want to bring in big names. The problem is what you do with good wrestlers and what you do with big names will ultimately decide if more viewership will end up coming. So I don't know, like, I think their strategy is good, but I'm confused by it because historically, we have seen WCW sign the biggest WWF names. We saw TNA sign the biggest WWE names. AEW has not necessarily done that. CM Punk spent 7 years away from WWE, so at that point, it's not even like there was any sort of momentum from CM Punk coming to AEW because he wasn't finishing off a career in WWE. He wasn't even finishing off his career in MMA because that ended years before. So very interesting stuff, but I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below because as you know, I'm bringing you the latest news. I bring you my 2 cents. I want to hear what you guys have to say. As always, thank you so much for watching this channel. Keep in mind, if you guys want more news and rumors, I'm bringing it to you. Also got a lot of cool things happening very, very soon. Really exciting stuff, guys. So thank you again for watching. Also, one thing I want to point out, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, we will have content here. So I know a lot of people are curious as how that's going to work with holidays and stuff like that. We don't take breaks. I'll have the content for you guys. Don't forget to check out the Discord. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Peace.